some of y'all be hanging out with R. Kelly.
You had to get that one out.
Well, welcome to issue 152 of NerdFlow Podcast. Oh man, we are live. We are live on Twitch, man. I swear, when I say the stuff that I say is like, about to unmute the mics. Craziest thing I could think of. As soon as I unmute the mics. Gotta love it. Gotta freaking love it. But yeah, man, this is NerdFlow Podcast. This is issue 152. This is a podcast all about nerding out on fandom, pop culture, you name it, from animated video games, TV shows, comic book stuff, you name it. We talk about it on NerdFlow Podcast. We're live on Twitch. Please follow the channel. We are on our road to affiliate status. So please come through and check us out every single Sunday at 9:30-ish. PM Central, because it's 9:37, and we just got started. So, but yes, here nor there. But yeah, man. So
I'm really glad you put that ish at the end of 9:30.
Cause late. Yo, I don't want to go down this road right now. Don't do me like that.
I'm just being realistic about it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Sometimes we be on CPT. For those y'all that know what CPT mean, you know, we tend to be
colored
CPT.
people time. Okay, colored people time.
People time. Oh, I don't know.
I was really aiming for crazy people time, but
Hey.
I'm always on that. I'm always on that time. So.
That's other words that are words that can start with the letter C, but we gonna keep pushing forward. Oh, yeah. So how's everybody doing?
Wonderful.
Feeling great.
We are one NerdFlow podcaster down. Tink is out because she, working hard. So, but you got all the boys here today.
Let's all applaud Quinn for that dope DBZ fit he got on right now. Let's all applaud that because I ain't gonna front that. I'm digging that, man. I'm digging that.
On the next Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball. I will finish this damn fight.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, Goku is still charging up.
Will he ever get charged up?
Hey, I done told you I leave that part alone.
Hey, that is forever a clip and meme of this show, and it is posted in different places.
Oh man,
Instagram, TikTok. with
with
the Goku in it. That was me. I take ownership.
I think you can use that as a life meme. Like if you got somebody that's like taking too long to do something, like your girl getting ready or something, and you're like, "Dang, on the next Dragon Ball Z, are we ever gonna get to go out to eat?"
Are you ever gonna pick something off the menu?
It's fire.
On this episode,
no, he swagged up.
Will she asked for some of my food after I asked her did she want some?
You can literally insert that into any life scenario.
Bro, can you?
Man.
On this episode of Dragon Ball Z, after being out till 4 a.m. and has to be at work at 7 a.m., Will Quinn get up and go to work.
That's any person.
And will he come back like?
Will he wake up on time?
Like, hell no. Hell no. But tune in to see what happens. Anyway.
Hey, real quick, I gotta ask you, does anybody on the show own any Mario apparel?
Yeah, I
apparel.
Do.
Yeah,
no.
I got the Mario hat, man.
What you got, Queen?
I got a t-shirt and some pajama pants.
My son has a backpack if that counts.
Yeah, that counts because I was like, I just realized I don't have any Mario apparel for today. Happy Super Mario, everybody.
I copped it. I copped my Mario because I actually got a Mario hat also, but it's in store. But like I copped my Mario apparel some years ago, and
I gotta get a flick
like
off
my
of the game.
pants. Like when I say some years ago, my pants look like I'd had them since slavery.
Oof.
But
dang. Are you so you saying they like worn down or something or?
Yeah. Like
to this day.
Like the color.
I heard that a minute.
Like the color in it is not bright. Like you can tell they've been washed like 100 trillion thousand times, and
it look like an old blanket. Like that's how old.
Pretty much.
That's the best way I could.
Like I bought these pants. Like I bought those pajama pants like 2006. And like I done lost, like I was way bigger in 2006. So like if I put them on, like I gotta like tie them up on the side and then tie a drawstring. You know.
Yeah, I remember those.
Oh boy.
Yes, I ain't have any apparel, but I do got this cool perla right here.
That's not
got any perla. Got any perla fans watching right now?
It's in the Mario universe.
It took about 5 hours, I think. Oh, that's dope.
Well, shit. Since we doing all that,
so now colors and everything.
Oh,
you
classic, boy.
Oh, y'all just making me feel bad right now, man.
That's that classic, boy.
I'm gonna just do that right there.
I'm about to pull out a whole system on y'all boys. You don't stop.
I'm gonna do that right there, and then
let me see what you got.
It's Super Mario Day. We gotta show our appreciation.
Man, I gotta go to the car and get my Mario head out the car, man.
Why is it in the car?
Man, I still gotta unpack, man. Not much stuff like that, bro.
Okay.
Dude, I still gotta unpack.
Since we got to show Mario stuff, they go like Mario Odyssey. You know what I'm saying?
Bam.
What else I got here? Oh, here go Mario.
It's like we all gonna show our appreciation.
Hey, look at this man. Look at this man. He got the 64.
They go Mario Kart 64 and Super Smash Bros. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we just had to show some Mario stuff, I mean, he the whole damn spokesman of that deal. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I mean,
I ain't cut my Switch on in so long. I feel bad.
Oh boy.
What's everybody's favorite Super Mario game?
Odyssey.
I say the original for me. That was the first ever game I ever played.
Odyssey.
My favorite Mario will probably have to be Mario 64 because I mean that's like I just ran through that game, you know what I'm saying, and it was just you got to do so much different stuff with Mario for the first time.
The one Mario game that gave me a hard time was when I had the
Paper Mario.
The Game Boy Advance SP.
You look like you played Paper Mario.
What?
You look like you played Paper Mario. Like
you look like you played Paper Mario. That's
damn,
how
man.
you look like you played.
You look like you played that game.
I was about to say,
you look like a Paper Mario playing ass. Hey, go tell somebody that.
Never mind.
Go tell somebody that.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how to come back to it. That's not what I was gonna say, but okay. Brothers look like they play Paper Mario.
Right? How you tell somebody that?
Like for real, for me, like with Game Boy and stuff like that, like when it comes to Game Boy, like it was always like Dr. Mario for me though. Cause it was like I love Tetris, and Dr. Mario was pretty much like the how a lot of y'all, older siblings or cousins or uncles got hooked on pills. So
okay, dark.
Don't do
dark.
that.
But you dark.
Don't do that.
If he look like a Paper Mario, you definitely look like a Dr. Mario playing motherfucker though. For sure.
Dr. Mario.
Like how you tell somebody that? It's like your big brother, right? He in there playing Mario 3. He got on a muscle shirt and he playing Mario 3 and he's sweaty. And you be like, "Can I play?" He be like, "Hell no! You look like a Paper Mario playing motherfucker. You can't play." Like, how do you tell somebody that?
I don't know if y'all can see them shits, but you know what I'm saying? There's some Dr. Mario, so Mario
Kart.
And Mario Kart on the phone, you know what I'm saying?
Oh god,
That's funny.
Okay. Oh man, all right, let's get on track here, man. But yes, it is Mario Day. Yesterday was
Boy, if you'll get your Dr. Mario looking playing ass on
oh, I swear, man. Oh, okay.
Man, imagine a whole
imagine you look like you still play with Luigi's Mansion all goddamn day, head ass boy.
Imagine a whole rotation going like that.
You only play with the sidekick head ass boy.
Oh man, y'all was stupid.
Woo! My glasses getting I'm glad I got on the headband.
All right, man.
My boy Derek Fisher showed up for the show tonight. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, I can't.
You know what? You know it's not
Yeah,
hard.
you talk with Matt Barnes in the door at his house. Did you run or did you square up?
Wait, say that again?
When Matt Barnes kicked in the door at his baby mama's house, did you run or did you square up?
No, I pulled out that 40.
Nah, that ain't what I heard.
Not the drink.
That ain't what I heard.
Oh shit, man.
I heard you was talking about like, wait a minute. We can talk about
Hold on,
it.
let's just talk about it, bro.
Hold
Hold on, bro. Let me go grab my headband, bro. Look, we can talk about it.
All right, man. Let's get on track. Here. All right, man. So social media. Plugging social media stuff. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can search NerdFlow Podcast, NerdFlow. That's how you follow the show, whichever platform you mess with. We also got Ask NerdFlow and NerdFlow Art. You can send those over to nerdflowpodcast@gmail.com. We do scour the internet and look for cool cosplays, nice nerd art and all that stuff, and that stuff gets posted in the community. Also, we have a community page on Facebook. You can search NerdFlow, join the group, answer the questions, and you'll get in. What I will say, recently, man, it's been popping in the NerdFlow community. I gotta say that much. Like the last set of people that, you know, new members that we got in, they've been in it. I will say that much. So shout out to the new members of the Nerf. Huh?
I think I invited like 3 people, and they're really nerds, black nerds. So
yeah, I like that. I definitely like that. Then we got the YouTube channel popping. I believe we are at 84 subscribers, almost at 100. Got to get that official URL. Can't wait for us to get that we can actually say youtube.com/NerdFlow Podcast. Can't wait for that. But yeah, we got that popping. We also got a Teespring shop, 50% off NerdFlow t-shirts going. Put in NF 2020 and check out, get yourself 50% off of the official NerdFlow t-shirt. And we got superhero stuff popping. So if you watching this show, you want like nice t-shirts like these or like the Dragon Ball t-shirt, stuff like that, then you can go over there and pick you up some apparel and use our link and you'll help out the show. So
now that I think about it, speaking of t-shirts, I got a bone to pick with Angry B Guy.
He not on here right now.
I'm just saying, like,
but he's gonna know about it.
I just thought about it, like, he gonna watch the show, and I just need him to hear this. Now, I need my Kakashi Sensei, my Kakashi Hatake shirt back.
We're gonna bookmark this at 16 minutes.
Man like that.
16 minutes and 29 seconds of you need to start the clip
right here. Somewhere he's probably watching it and saying LOL or even just doing it literally.
That fool in the next room sleep.
trying
That's
to check
funny
his
though. He's like, I got a bone to pick with him. He in the next room sleep. Go over there, knock on the door, like, hey, bruh, I'm gonna shirt that.
My t-shirt.
Imagine he took the camera. He took the camera there with him. Oh, y'all cover me right quick.
Oh man,
y'all cover me right quick.
Like this.
Wake your punk ass up.
With my shirt.
Bro, chill, bro.
Give me my shirt.
My mama gave me this shirt.
What you got a camera here for?
Give me my shirt. Oh, Paper Mario playing ass.
Oh God.
Oh, man.
No, man, you could have left that. You could have just asked him about the shirt when he was waiting, dog.
I owe him that, dog. Like I literally owe him that.
Yo, angry, bro. Hey, man.
Oh, God.
I don't want to talk about nobody while they're not present. Okay, that's funny.
He said something earlier that granted him, and it's been festering in my soul all day.
God, dog.
Yo. You check this man about his shirt live.
He ain't gonna let him leak.
World star.
Honestly, y'all, tomorrow when he get out work, I'm about to sleep.
But ain't gonna be like it, just like it's boot bar. Just keep it down in my house.
Oh, man. All right.
No, hold on. Wait. This be so petty, right? So he knows about the show. So he sends a video, something like that with the shirt saying, "Hey, young, heard you looking for your shirt. I'm down here with it, bro. You just come over here, come get it." He shows up, and me ain't there like, "Oh, you thought I was gonna stay there, huh?" They gonna see you on the snapshot for your shirt.
That'll be hilarious. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
I can imagine doing something so petty.
Yeah, I really want to see two cousins fight, though.
No, not over no shirt, bro.
Not over no t-shirt, bro. All right, man.
Anyway.
So we got some new follows to the channel. We got Kiso3, we got BK Show Official, we got Lean Droid SNL, and we got Vig Boy 99 are some of our new followers. So appreciate that. Thank you guys for all the follows to the Twitch channel. Let's get into things, man, because we've been shooting the crap for
laughing
for real. All right, let's kick it off with the debacle of 505 games.
Y'all got some splaining to do, Lucy. 505 game. So this is what I don't get, right? So when you play a game on PC, and I don't know what the deluxe edition to the ultimate edition entails, but I mean I don't know if it's just a graphical enhancement. I didn't dive too deep into it. It's not, right? What is it?
I think it's just expansion. I think it's just expansion.
It's an expansion.
I think for
it's pretty much like when you try to buy the deluxe edition of a DVD, and they just give you 5 minutes of edited footage.
Well,
that you can do without.
I mean, it video games, it kind of depends a little bit differently only because with certain games, like the deluxe edition of Avengers gave you early access. This deluxe edition for Control, I think because it did have like additional, I think it's about to be on its second expansion.
Expansion, right?
Yeah, so it had, I mean, you never really hear of single player games having expansions, but this one does. But I mean, it gave you access to, I guess, a pass or an expansion. I guess I'm assuming that because that's the deluxe edition.
Well, I mean, if you dive into the actual story of Control, that I do know a little bit about, I can see where they can do it because they can honestly make this into a TV show because it's like some X-Files type. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The building that they're in is called the Oldest House. It's just this house that just popped up out of the middle of nowhere, and these agents they're the FBI, but I forget what the agency is called. But FBA is what they're called.
So a house popped up.
It just popped up out of nowhere, and it's called the Oldest House, and they use that as their headquarters. But it has like some type of dimension in there, and they have to like fight. It's crazy.
So
but
the Oldest House.
That's just what it's called. It's a lot of unknowns, but it's you got to get into it.
Unknowns and there are known knowns, but the known knowns to the known unknowns.
Read the wiki. The wiki. It'll explain it all to you. But so basically, what they were saying was.
He really
that I did not. It went straight over the headband. So basically the deluxe edition, they were saying that you could not get the ultimate edition, right, without having to pay for it. Like, so if you own the deluxe edition, you weren't getting the ultimate edition on when next gen consoles came out, and they said it was impossible to upgrade it. But the controversy came in is they gave everybody that had the deluxe edition the ultimate edition. It was in there on their system. It said download actually, and then some people started exposing it, and then they reverted it, and now and then it just said add to basket or add to cart. So after telling owners of this edition that no, I'm sorry, we can't do anything for you, you gave it to them, right? Inadvertently, and then you took it away. So that just sent people in a frenzy, and it's like, what the question is, what are y'all doing? 505 Remedy, like, what I mean? If you might as well just give it to them for free, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of games that's doing that, you know what I mean? Like Call of Duty is doing that too. Like you have to pay for the cross-gen package or whatever. But
they did that with freaking Ghost, which was trash anyway.
But like CD Projekt Red, they're giving The Witcher you can upgrade for free. Cyberpunk you can as well. So well, I think Cyberpunk is gonna be out already by the time the next gen. But they're not charging anything extra.
Yeah, Borderlands announced theirs too. Borderlands is giving you they announced all the upgrade features and everything, and you're getting 4-player co-op, which hasn't been a thing in a while. So
yeah, so I mean, it's just up to the company. I feel like this is probably a little nasty of them, but who knows?
Yeah, so. Exactly. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I mean,
talking about. Go ahead, my bad.
No, I said this is the same company that had the same dope. I don't know if you remember the whole situation with microtransaction with Payday 2.
I don't.
Yeah, they had like a whole. They had. I don't remember like exactly, but it was a shit show over microtransactions. I think this is like when microtransaction was just coming out. So this is the same company that did Payday 2. What other games I have on here that they've done? They did Journey to the Savage Planet. They do Dead by Daylight. How are they gonna do that? I'm wondering.
Oh wow.
So I'm wondering like how they gonna. Because if you do one game, if you do one title one way, you just got to be expected. You got to do the other ones the same way. It's just you can't.
Right. You have to have some consistency.
Right.
Within your releases and your company. So.
Yeah, most definitely. All right. Let's see what we have next. I need to switch.
Hey, right before we move on, just think about. I just thought about this. Like, it would be dope. But it would be cliche at the same time if they brought Killer Instincts back out and they just brought like say Killer Instincts 3, or I guess the second one was called Gold, and brought out Killer Instincts Platinum, and then you got the Ultra Edition.
I can feel that, but only part about it is you PlayStation guy. It's only gonna be on Xbox because Rare is a Xbox.
No, don't worry about bringing that out then.
Yeah, Rare is an Xbox studio. So, yeah. I knew you was going to shoot that down instantly once you found that out.
Constant. I mean, honestly, I don't want to linger on this, but if I buy the game, the game for PS4, why can't I upgrade it to PS5? All y'all doing is boosting the graphics. Like, that's what I thought it was. That's why I started with the whole spiel about PC. Like, you can upgrade the graphics with your graphics card or, whatever. Yeah. So if it's literally on the same platform and upgrading the hardware, why do I have to pay for an entirely different?
It doesn't make sense because I've already bought the license once. If the games are backwards compatible, as they say they're going to be, then it's on the same store that I'm going to buy the next gen version of the, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a different SKU, but it's literally the same game.
Exactly.
And that's basically the reason why I said I wasn't buying any more games on PlayStation 4, because I'm going to want to play some of those same games on PlayStation 5. So I might as well just wait to buy the games I want on
True.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, to
No,
avoid
that's
any,
facts.
to avoid any type of fuckery.
Yeah,
to
like
be
double
honest.
buy. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, why would I?
Only game I might double buy is Avengers. I got to get it on PS5 so I can play with some people. But that's it.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
All
I'm
right.
waiting on that too.
So we got Nvidia 380 dropping this Thursday.
It's Thursday. The RTX 3080 will be out. Please, please get it while it's hot, because if you don't get it this Thursday, you probably won't be able to get one till next year, or you'll have to wait till October to get your get a 3070, and then the following week, the 24th, the 3090s will be out. But I can imagine that they'll be in short supply. Sorry for you 2080 Ti owners that just purchased one this year and dropped that 1500. I know you hurting right now. My heart goes out to you,
Trying to
but not
sell
really,
it.
because you should have waited. You should have waited, right? But yeah, so they'll be out. I'm definitely gonna be hopefully the best. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna take up too much time. I'm gonna get the Founders Edition because they're always, once they sell out, they're always hard to find. I'm gonna sit on it for a while, I'll use it, and then I'll probably just sell it later and get, because I want the EVGA version because it matches my system. And I'll just sell my Founders Edition once it jumps up in price, because I predict with the miners out there and all that, it's gonna jump up in price, right? And then I'll just sell it and get the card I want when it's back in stock. So that might seem a little whatever, but I work hard for my money. I can do what I want with it. But
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. It's just, I'm just excited, but get it while it's hot. Cause
something I'm excited about that I just thought about this, like really gonna piss Apple off, is that Samsung is partnering with Intel and AMD.
Apple making their own chips, so
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, yeah, Apple making their own chip finally, but Samsung, for years they have been partnered with Qualcomm, and they've been falling out. Yeah, they've been falling out with Qualcomm. They fell out with Qualcomm, so now they're partnering with Intel for processing power and AMD for graphic, for like Chromebooks and phones. Like, just think about that. Like, you got Apple that's been relying on other companies for their technology and stuff for years, stepping in as virgins to start making their own chips, versus Samsung that's been doing their own chips but partnering with AMD and Intel.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, more will be revealed. All I know is Apple better be careful, right? Because if that thing don't perform like it's been performing, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't afford another antenna situation. Currently, they can't afford a situation like that.
I mean, my predictions with Apple and Epic kind of went wrong, because it's like a lot of people left. How did it go? How did it end with Apple and Epic? I think a lot of people just stopped using. They stopped using Epic on Apple, though, right? Didn't Apple lose some people?
It's like it's two things going on right now, and I actually forgot to put this on the island, but we can talk about it. So you got the situation with Epic, which is still ongoing. Of course, that's in the courts and stuff like that. Then CNET dropped an article about 2 years. No, about I'm about to say 2 years ago. About 2 days ago, talking about the whole game streaming thing with Apple. They changed their policy. But with the policy change, it's messed up how they want Stadia and how they want Microsoft to do it. So basically, take Game Pass, for example. They literally want them to, you can put xCloud on the Apple Store. But what they want them to do is every single game has to go through the process as an individual SKU on the store. But it's in Game Pass.
Dang.
See, I thought that I thought Epic leaving was going to kind of topple Apple a little bit, but I don't think it will.
It's going. I
Who is
mean,
the CEO? Who is running the iPhone division?
I don't know about the iPhone. I know the CEO is what, Tim Cook, or did he step down?
I think it's
Yeah,
I think
Tim
it's
Cook still- okay, yeah.
Still Cook, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tim Cook got his hand in it, and Tim Cook being greedy as hell right now.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing I found out today, which I didn't know. I knew it was on like the Samsung TVs, so they kind of. I mean, this is just my opinion. Apple is kind of cannibalizing their Apple TV business, like the device itself, because I know the new Samsung TVs had the Apple TV app on. It was exclusively on Samsung TVs, but now I was messing with my Roku. I have a 4K Roku, and I went in, was trying to download the app for my son, and I noticed the Apple TV app is on Roku now. So it's like I was kind of looking like later on down the road to buy Apple TV. Well, I saved myself a bunch of money because all I did was just download it. I logged in, and it's literally the Apple TV just in an app on Roku. So I was like, okay. So I was like, there's no point in buying an Apple TV at this point because I feel it's overpriced. Honestly.
Exclusive content or what?
Yes,
I haven't had
yes. So you literally have all the same stuff. I can watch all my Apple TV Plus stuff. There are apps within. Here's the funny thing about it with them, how they're treating Epic. There are apps within the free Apple TV app that you can subscribe to. So there's like this is actually one I want to subscribe to. There's a Nick throwback app that's within the Apple TV app that you can subscribe to for $7.99. Watch shows like Are You Afraid of the Dark? All the throwback stuff.
Right. Okay.
So it has you basically have there's other apps within this app, but you're not gonna sit here and let Microsoft and Google, be able to stream games remotely via their platform. But you're doing literally almost the same thing on Roku or Samsung platform, whatever. So I forgot what Samsung's store is called. But yeah,
I've been doing throwback Nick, on Fire Stick without a subscription.
No, I know. Well, we know that, but what I'm saying is like they're basically prohibiting other digital service providers from doing a thing which is on xCloud or Stadia. They're making them jump through hoops to basically take. Say you have 100 games at a time.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's why I said like they're being greedy because
they want that 30%, and they want that 30% still on top of that too. It's like, come on, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's just like with PlayStation now. That's just like saying that if PlayStation was to get on there, they would have to make a SKU for each one of the games on PlayStation now, which their library is exponentially larger.
Well, they've already the reason, and a lot of people ask like, well, how can PlayStation have remote play? Well, it's just a client. It's just like it's just like an app that you would use to remote to your PC. You own those games on a physical system at your house, and it's just remoting over the network to go access them via the internet. So that's their loophole for that. But you're basically on Stadia and xCloud, you're going into the cloud and a server, basically going around, whatever. With Apple, and on top of that too, you got to think about it too. Apple Arcade is their
bread and butter.
Well, I would say competition to xCloud and Stadia, but I feel it's not that because they're the high caliber games that are on xCloud and Stadia. But that's a different conversation for a different time. But
I have a theory on why they're doing that though, right? So Apple shot themselves in the foot, right? Apple is probably, it's only iPhone and Android. You probably got a couple others out there, but they don't matter really. But Apple has the least. Their devices are the least. How do I say this? So people don't go out and buy the next iPhone as much as you think. That's probably for the top, the 1% and the people who have it. But a lot of like iPhone 6s and 7s are still being used. And that's part of the reason why the prices jumped up too. It's because people wasn't going out and buying the new X when it came out, like you thought they were. Mm-hmm. So, they jumped the prices up because the iPhone used to cost you about $500-$600, not even 10 years ago. And now it's like no one's really buying their product every time it releases because it's for a good reason, because the product lasts long and it's quality, right?
Right.
You know, you don't get a lot of the, like when the app crashes on an iPhone, you don't even know. It's just like it goes to the home screen, like, all right, you didn't see that. Relax, just chill. If that shit happen on Android, you get all kind of pop-ups. Hey man, grab the fire extinguisher, man. This shit might catch on fire, bro. We don't know what's gonna happen.
I've never
But
had that experience.
but Apple, when your app crashes, just go to the home screen and be like, all right, bro, you ain't see nothing. But their products are, I said all that to say their products are good, so people aren't running out and buying iPhones like each generation. They're holding on to their iPhones for generations. So I think that kind of shot them in the foot with sales.
Yeah.
But that's just a theory. That's just conjecture. I don't know if that's
no. There's some truth to that, because they've literally. I mean, you get to a point when you snuff out all your competition, saying all the Android manufacturers that we had mid 2000s and what we have now. The market's oversaturated. There's no choices. This
is what I want people to understand when you're talking about, when you specifically say Android. There are tiers of Android.
That's true. I didn't mean to discredit them when I said that.
Because when you say what it does when the app crashes, Galaxy phones don't go through all that when an app crashes. When an app crashes, it just crashes. It goes right back to the home screen also. It literally goes to the home screen. You open it back up and it fixes itself. You don't even have to click a button or something to say fix it, or like if you want to report it, you can report it, but it'll fix itself.
No, and I didn't mean it like that, because you got Samsung, right? You got OnePlus, you got all these companies that put their skin on top of the Android UI, or they put their own UI on top of Android. So it may have a different function, but I mean like the base Android, you know, Key Lime, KitKat, all that. If it's just the base, you may get some jank to it.
Yeah. True that. All right.
I don't know what they're on now. Lollipop or some bullshit.
Yeah, something sweet.
I can look at my phone and find out. Anyway,
right,
go ahead.
To continue with the cloud gaming situation, so we got real quick, we got Game Pass and EA will become one service, one app pretty much. Well, EA will be merged into Game Pass on Xbox. So for anybody that is a subscriber for EA Play, which used to be EA Access, that'll be part of Game Pass. So you'll be paying for one thing. But now here's the changer of all of this too. Game Pass, if you're going to be accessing it through PC, will go up to $20 from what I heard. So if you access any games via PC, you'll be paying $20 instead of, I think it's if you have Ultimate, I know it's $14.99 for Game Pass Ultimate. So that'll be a change as well. But I mean, on top of that, you get access. What I kind of really want though, I'm wondering, like, because you know, EA, for those who use EA Access or EA Premier, the two different services, I'm waiting for them to actually incorporate that as one rolled up service. Because like on console, you get the 10-hour trial, but if you got PC and you have EA Premier, if Madden comes out and you paying $15 for EA Premier, you just get the game. You don't pay anything else. It's just, if it comes out early, you get the early access and you get the full game. So I'm like, feel y'all can kind of merge those services together at some point. At some point in time. I mean, even if you just charging people extra money for it, I mean, do it. Then we have so the Xbox Series X and S was debuted. What night was that? That was going into Tuesday morning via Twitter. I can't remember the account that actually kind of like leaked it out, and then all of a sudden Microsoft posts the meme of the monkey looking to the side like, oh, we got to talk about it now. So they announced the pricing and the release date. So we have the S, which is going to be the slimmer model, the all digital version, and that one's going to be $299. And you got the X, which is $499 for the X, which will be the more girthy version of the Xbox. As far as from a perspective,
any fridge in the trash can.
Like you said, it looked like appliances.
He basically did. I mean, PlayStation, we getting compared to routers over here, so
Hey, but I gotta ask y'all something though. like with these new systems, which one y'all think is gonna be Microsoft Zoom?
I don't think I don't think neither, because they apply to because honestly, price is king. So with this whole situation from a financial standpoint for families and stuff like that, the S is going to appeal to that family. For the hardcore gamer, the Xbox fanboy, of course, they're going to get the X. So I feel like it's going to hit all different beats for that's another reason why with the differences, it's not really that much of a difference aside from the S can do 8K and the whatchamacallit can upscale up to 1440p on the S. But from a perspective, I think it's a little bit less RAM on the GPU from what I heard. But aside from that, they're identical.
They're the same. It's just a little less RAM, and the S is targeting that 1440p sweet spot, whereas the X is going for 8K. But I don't think it'll be. I don't know. I don't think it'll be a true 8K. And if it's 8K, it'll be like 8K 30 with no
hit true 4K yet. So.
There's no such thing on a TV screen. There is no such thing. 1340 by 2160 is not true 4K. The only way you get a true 4K is you own a movie theater in your house on a 4K projector. That's the only way. That's the only way you get that.
I gotta research that, but I mean, I just thought it was the the size.
No, it's just
I don't know.
Like for me, I think PlayStation downfall is gonna be their hard drives. Like those proprietary hard drives right now, where you could switch them out. It's pretty much like memory cards now. But first of all, they haven't dropped the price point for those yet.
NVMs for Xbox will be around 220. That's the rumor.
I hope that's not true, because that's gouging.
Boy,
and then it's like, proprietary. You can't use it for nothing else.
Right, those gonna be the downfalls for those systems. Like,
I can't really say. Well, okay, if we're comparing that to like early PlayStation days, where they had their own proprietary cards, even with their other products where they had their what was they called, duos, Davin, where they had their own proprietary memory.
Yeah,
but they eventually moved away from that, right? So,
but here's the thing, though.
But like just like with the controllers and stuff, like. Okay, I can go buy an off-brand controller, but we all know when you go buy an off-brand controller, you pretty much gonna be buying another off-brand controller in 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, it don't work the same. It doesn't work the same. But you do know this much though: as many hard drive makers we have in the game, from Seagate, Western Digital, Kingston, we got all these guys that you be pretty sure they're going to reach out and be like, want to get a license deal to be able to make hard drives for that system. They're going to be way cheaper than what you're going to pay for the PlayStation one with the sticker, or the Microsoft one with the official glossy sticker on it. You be pretty sure that you're going to have some options out there. It's going to take a while, but there going to definitely be some options out there. And plus, we're not going to need that additional hard drive, at least I say probably for at least 3 to 6 months. Then we'll be kind of wanting it, needing that extra space.
But I think Microsoft already is partnering with a bunch of brands. I seen something, it was like compatible with Microsoft, or compatible with Xbox rather. They're partnering with a crap ton of brands. So
I have
hopefully
that I have to give to them. Like, I thought they were just buying up, gaming companies, at first. But I have to give it to the Xbox branch, the gaming branch of Microsoft. They made some major moves and established a lot of partnerships and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you're in second place for a long time, you got to hit the gym at some point.
Boy, do you? Yeah, you definitely got to do that. So here's some.
Microsoft went and got that creatine. Microsoft went and got that creatine, and they went and got that stuff that Mark McGuire was using.
Got the monohydrate version, so the one that don't make you fat. Anyway, but also on top of that, man, we also had So there's a rumor on top of this, S and X coming out. There's a rumor that there's a V. And there's been graphics floating around that there's a V model, which is basically a Series X with no drive. And it's just a
Wait, hold on.
Siri, please shut
I got
up.
a question.
Okay.
I got a question.
Whoa.
So, what happened to Scarlet exactly? Because I've been
That
out
was
of the
just
loop.
a
What
code
happened to
name.
That's just
That was
code
That
name.
was
code
code
name.
name.
It's code name.
Okay,
Code name. The
alright.
X is Scarlet.
Go back years and years and years and just bring up code name.
Dolphin.
Because the Nintendo 64, like when they were even talking about it in gaming magazines, they was calling it the Nintendo Dolphin
For a long time, bro.
for a long time. And then when they finally dropped it, as the N64.
We thought
So
Echo was gonna be on the box out there. They said Dolphin.
Right, like seriously, we thought Echo the Dolphin was really be on the box.
That's why now the emulator, the Nintendo emulator, is called the Dolphin emulator.
Like, yeah,
it started with the
code name
64, and then they started adding other stuff. But yeah,
I really can't even remember the code name for the Dreamcast.
I don't
like
remember
that
the code
was
name for PlayStation, honestly.
I really don't either. Because
first PlayStation was going to be a SNES though, right? Or
it was partnered with Nintendo. It was partnered with Nintendo.
And they said, "Nah, player, we ain't playing with y'all."
Right.
And so Sony said, "You know what? We already got this technology developed. We gonna step in y'all. We gonna step in y'all ring."
And look at them now. Well, I mean, Nintendo is Nintendo. Let's not get that twisted. But Sony is, Sony.
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo is like that big brother that came through and beat up the older big brother, which was Atari, and the older big brother is now in the wheelchair.
Atari system is still a thing. I know we talked about this on Nerdflow, and I thought it didn't come out or it was a flop, but I saw it somewhere, and I'm like, oh, it's the actual thing, but I don't know nobody that own one.
Like, it's in a wheelchair.
That's when you get that disposable income. You start buying stuff like that, boy.
Exactly. That's the Neo Geo money.
Yeah, like let me stick to the basics.
In my life, to own a Neo Geo, he saved up his money when we was in Junior High. Got that thing, played one game on it, and was like, "This thing is trash."
SNK and King
but
of
I mean,
Fighters
with the retro arc though, when you with that retro arc emulator. I mean, for me, all I would do to get that nostalgic feeling, right, is just either I could buy the controller that I want, like I own an SNES controller, wireless that goes with the Switch, or if I want, I can go out and get a Genesis controller with a USB and just get the games for Genesis and play it and get that nostalgic feel. There's no reason to go out and buy a console.
I mean,
for me,
basically with retro games, like you said,
yeah,
I got emulators on my computer and I don't even have to use a controller because, I mean, I'm pretty dope with the keyboard when it comes to retro games. And, like, I will blaze through Ocarina of Time and not even think about picking up a joystick.
Yeah, see?
All right,
but I don't even know how we got on that.
All right, Mulan. So Mulan came out last weekend. So there's been some controversy surrounding the movie, but also with that as well, some people saying that it flopped, but I feel like some people weren't connected with how I look at it is some people weren't connected into kind of following what was going on in the production part of the movie. And that's only going to be a select few or a small 1% that actually care and follow that, because a lot of people I even had like relatives and in-laws like, there's no dragon, there's no singing. No, they said that in a press release. What are you talking about?
Right. They clearly didn't follow through.
Ain't like they didn't tell you. They told you.
Right.
I mean, like my little cousins, they were looking for the songs. And I was just like, I know y'all don't.
The
songs were there.
It's an action movie. Plain and simple.
I see what Briario just said with the song being there. It was like an instrumental type of version of the songs, right? Right.
Yeah.
See, I kind of figured they were gonna do that in the movie anyway, but in turn, this is so. Where did all the? Because I didn't get the Mulan movie on there, but yeah, I'm ready to hear what were the reviews on it so far.
It got by the controversy behind the lead actress and her little supporting of law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but I mean, we're not getting on that. It's just we know where we stand. We know where we stand. But I I think that, well, with a lot of the people that probably tarnished it, but as far as the movie goes, I don't know. I still want to see the movie, and I'm still going to see the movie.
I'm still gonna watch it. That's not gonna really sway my decision of seeing and not seeing or anything like that.
Well, I kind of already gave you guys like my review.
All right,
review on
you
it.
go to reviews. Rotten Tomatoes 75%. Metacritic 67%. IMDb 5.4 out of 10.
IMDb did them dirty. Well,
Metacritic says 67. So that's, I know some people, if it ain't an 8, it ain't worth watching for some people. But 67 is still it's good.
Still gonna
average.
Watch it.
Yeah. So it's good and average or whatever. So that's still not. You said what?
Top hashtags about this movie: boring, bad acting, overrated, overhyped, awkward, must watch, inspiring, cringe-worthy, forgettable, and unconvincing.
Hey, for real, man. That's crazy. Well, you have to formulate your own opinion, right? So that's what I want to do. Bad acting will throw me off, though. Bad acting will turn a movie into a meme really quickly for me.
Rating.
I want to see for myself.
Audience rating right now on Google is a 2.8, and that's what 17,371 ratings.
If you drop 30 bones on a movie, you looking for an A+. So I think some people was mad.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what that is.
That's kind of what I was going through. Like, the film was good, but I don't think it was worth like $30.
Drop me a link, Sid. Drop me a link.
I'm gonna just drop y'all. I'm gonna read y'all this review.
I was just about to say the same thing, y'all.
It said 2020 was a year full of difficult moments. None of these painful moments, however, were as agonizing as the 90 minutes that one has to endure to get to the roll of credits of this sad reboot of what otherwise would have been remastered as a Disney all-time favorite. Do you smell?
Was the fighting even good? Like the fight scenes? So what I thought was they're gonna make like a real like a Chinese drama and like a nice kung fu flick. That's what I got from the previews. And put the I didn't think it was gonna be a head-on story like the cartoon Mulan. I'm not expecting that.
People went in.
So I think
a lot of people
the same storyline as the cartoon, but it's missing certain elements that people find memorable about the cartoon that were necessary, like they should have been in this film.
And
it's the fact.
Fighting wise, I was looking for like some crouching tiger, hidden dragon.
That's what I thought it was going to be like, right?
I
thought it was going to be like something on that.
Or at least any great hand-to-hand combat scenes. But my overall thing was when I looked at the movie, I was going to think of the stories that based off of the real life Mulan stories. I was looking at them incorporating that more instead of the cartoon version. I remember the 90s.
I knew not to expect it because this is still Disney.
Right.
I knew not to fully go into it. Not fully go into it, but in terms of like the it was gonna be, I guess, like a different tone. I ain't expecting to go too dark with it, but still a bit more, I guess, action oriented. At least that's really, I guess, what I was looking at, and I ain't want them to put the actual endings to the Mulan stories I heard about before and all that, but at least some type of aspect to give it a more authentic type of feel, I guess.
Yeah,
that's what I was looking at.
If Disney went by the original stories of a lot of the movies that
they would make it.
Movies.
Yeah,
there'll be more than 90 minutes. Especially there'll be more than 90 minutes long. I think you would have like a 4-hour running going with stories like that.
Yeah, I think.
But we're not gonna get into that though.
I was sitting up here by y'all. I was sitting here reading a lot of the Metacritic stuff. It's like it looks like it's just expectation was just you expect it, a carbon copy of Mulan the animated movie.
But you shouldn't though. You shouldn't.
I know,
you
but that's what a lot of them have been expecting from The Lion King, which I still haven't watched. Aladdin as well, which I still haven't watched.
Aladdin
was not a carbon copy though.
No, I'm saying that.
I'm gonna fight for Aladdin. Aladdin did a really good job.
Trash to me. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't.
The casting was horrible.
I want to hear this.
The casting was horrible, right? The acting wasn't convincing to me.
The only thing that was horrible about Aladdin was the trailer. The trailers did not do that movie justice. But going into the theaters and actually seeing what they had to pull off, they corrected a lot of things, a lot of controversy. They fixed it.
I couldn't get jiggy with it.
Oh, check out that wheel.
I just realized what he said.
This has been a very reference heavy issue, man.
For real.
I like that.
I couldn't get jiggy with it.
But yeah, man. So I mean, I think like I said, I think
that's what Disney messed up at when they started redoing these.
It was a casting for me.
Live action movies. Like you started off with, like if you was gonna start off with the stuff, you shouldn't have went into like the animation parts, like with live and stuff like that. You should have just really started off with the princess movies first.
Which they did. They started with Cinderella. Then you got Beauty and the Beast.
I still haven't changed how I feel about the Cinderella film. Beauty and the Beast was good. Aladdin was good.
They actually just added it to Disney Plus like last weekend for anybody want to watch it.
Yeah,
when I say the princess movies, what I'm referring to is you can set those in more realistic terms.
Right.
When you get and then you can go into like a Mulan or something like that. But when you go from Lion King and Dumbo with all the heavy animation in them, that way you can stick, like, even though it look realistic, it's still heavy in animation. You can make those more like the cartoon story.
Yeah,
even
I don't know why. Here's something I don't know that I think about, and it was a thing that came up last weekend when I was with my in-laws. Like, why do parents feel like these live actions? Why do you feel you want to take your kids to these? These ain't fun. This, as Tick would say on the show, some of these movies ain't made for y'all. It ain't made for this generation. So it's like
they won't get
It's got references. It's got
the reviews.
Yeah, it's like they're angry in reviews over there.
Like, the reviews,
right? So it's like this shit don't make sense to me. It's like this is like these live actions. Like, oh, I'm gonna have my kid watch Mulan or this plus.
Well, the reviews ain't gonna phase me. It's either I enjoyed it or I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like there's like I feel like, okay, for another good example, and we'll go to the next topic. Is I feel like Disney can't do Snow White because you have what's the movie? What you call it, The Huntsman?
Well, Snow White and the Huntsman.
You can't even do it because that movie's so good. The first one and the second one is like, if y'all don't do anything close to that, then don't leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one though. Here's why: because it's not just Disney that's doing these live action fairy tale films. Think about before they did the Disney's Beauty and the Beast, there was another studio that actually went with the source material of Beauty and the Beast, and they actually did it the right way. Talking about how Beauty had a family, her father was like a merchant and all that.
Mm-hmm.
They did that part right, and the movie was successful, and it got really good reviews from people from France.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know there was another one. But no, I mean, I feel like
Beast I know is the one that used to come on WGN with the dude that looked like a dog.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about too.
Okay.
looking like Alf in this mug. Anyway,
the other version of Melania Trump.
But anyway, man.
Do y'all know? Before we head on, do y'all remember me bringing up the fact that they were supposed to be doing like the live action Pinocchio?
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, well, I haven't.
Okay,
I only heard on this show.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet, but I believe it's released out online right now. The trailer to me was promising, but I see how I see how they're, like I said, they're going with the source material.
They gotta really. I put it this way, and we'll move on. They really. So Little Mermaid is just starting to film. You have to feel you have to feel that they're gonna put their all into that movie because none of the reviews have been overly positive for the past 3 movies. They've all been mixed. It's nothing that's just resounding as, oh, you gotta go see this. Is this. None of the past 3 movies have had that. They've all been, I liked it. I probably didn't like it. Oh, I liked it. I didn't like it.
They're gonna make this live action. They're gonna make this live action Little Mermaid, other than Ariel being black. They gonna pretty much probably make it just like the cartoon.
Yeah, they are. I'm pretty sure they are. But they gonna have an axe to grind with 1, she black. 2, they haven't had a knockout of the park hit out of all these live actions yet, and they need to, because at some point it's gonna be a thing where like they got to justify the means of continuing to do this at this point, because right now it ain't.
Is that coming from you, or that's what the critics are saying?
No, I'm just saying, I feel like that's what they have to do, because you're looking at Metacritic, because Metacritic is just a hodgepodge of everybody's opinions on it. It's not really I just taking everything from every publication and rolling it into one review. And if you look around the internet with a lot of, from like Aladdin and stuff like that, or Mulan, it's very mixed. It's not really a resounding that, yes, this is good, go see it. Everybody is a lot of people are wishy-washy.
Like how you saying the reviews for Tenet right now, like it seems like everybody is saying that Tenet is good.
Right.
You had
Tenet was bad. I mean, not bad, but it got bad reviews. Isn't that true?
I don't know. I haven't even looked at Tenet.
Like everybody,
I don't think anybody's giving Tenet credit, because think about it, we're still in a pandemic and there's still a lot of people that haven't seen it. Time to go see it, you know.
Oh, they got time. They theater just ain't open.
Theaters ain't it? Some theaters are open.
Some theaters open. Yeah, some theaters open.
Yeah,
all right.
Major cities. That's not counting the rest of the world.
Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna skip the Maddie and the hair love controversy, because I want the Tink to be on.
Come
with
on,
that,
bro.
Come on, bro. I want to take opinion on that, man. I want to take opinion on that. We're gonna hold it out till next week. Yeah, we can hold it.
I was ready to go off. It's an art topic.
You just hold it. Well, I guarantee you be here next week. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
I was going.
So I know, like, so I got a chance, like, during the Labor Day weekend, I got a chance to read, and on NerdFlow, I want to kind of like get us more into, I know we talk about like a lot of the comic, like TV shows, movies, and that type of thing, and I've been really trying to buckle down and read more comics and stuff like that. And with the whole Chadwick Boseman passing, and everybody's trying to speculate as far as what's going to happen and how's this going to happen. I got a chance to sit down and read Dark Reign, Black Panther, and I have to say, one, it's a good comic, it's a good read. It's only 12 issues. I would definitely recommend to read it if you're trying to get into comics. It's always easier to get like the short runs instead of the super long runs and get into comics that route. That would be something I would recommend for anybody. But Dark Reign is, and this is just my opinion, this is not something I've like read anywhere. I feel that this comic, if it's not what the source material they're pulling from before Chadwick passed away, which I kind of feel it is, and I think it almost kind of may even play into their hands with the writing of it, because I'm going to give some spoilers away. I'm not going to give away everything about it, because I would like, for those who want to go read it, go check it out. So Black Reign, so just a brief rundown of it. T'Challa is, so first off, Namor's in it. Dr. Doom is in it, which these have all been 2 people that they've mentioned that could be potentially, is rumored to be in Black Panther 2. There's also a villain called Morlun that's in it as well. He's a Spider-Man villain. Just to give a brief background on him, he's a Spider-Man villain. Spider-Man has fought him. He uses the power of totems, because in the Spider-Man comic, a lot of people don't know this, that a lot of people feel with the totem deal, Merlin, when he spoke to Spider-Man, he said, you didn't get bit by the spider by accident. You were chosen to be Spider-Man by the spider itself. So it wasn't a coincidence you became Spider-Man. So
and for those of y'all that don't know what totems are, that's why you see different, like a totem pole. That's why you see different animals, because they in Native American culture, animals are spirits or guiding spirits that choose the people. That's why you see, like, you'll have somebody called Running Bear or something like that. They're saying that spirit chose that person.
Yeah. Moreland is a totem. So just a brief thing about the plot. Doom wants to take over Wakanda. Black Panther is set up by Doom, and T'Challa is basically injured to the point of the brink of death. And they put him in this chamber to try to somewhat save him. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, Storm is in this as well, and so she's wifey, and so she's in it also. That's another thing that was, again, another thing that's kind of hinted at Black Panther 2 as well. And then so what goes around, how Moreland comes up, some of these tribes in Wakanda resurrect Merlin, because Spider-Man actually defeated Moreland, and they so the witch doctors in Wakanda resurrect him.
Moreland or Merlin?
It's Moreland. It's not. It's Morlun.
Okay, that's why I thought it was Moreland. I thought you had said Merlin at first.
No. So they resurrect him, and so this guy is just like I said, not giving away too much, but he's going through Wakanda. His powers are basically life absorption. So he's going through Wakanda, just killing everybody, absorbing the life out of every single person, every person in Wakanda to find out what Black Panther is. That's basically what happened was, from a story standpoint, the word has got around in Wakanda that T'Challa's injured, and they're like, okay, we need to pass on the Black Panther. We need a Black Panther right now, because if not, word's going to get around that we don't have our defenses, which is Black Panther, and all like chaos is just going to break out in Wakanda. So they go through the process of course, Shuri. And Shuri has to go through the trials of the Black Panther to try to become the next Black Panther. There's a twist to that, but I won't say anything more as far as about that, as far as how that goes down and stuff like that, because there's a twist to her side of it as it relates to it. But I would definitely say, like I said, it's Dark Reign Black Panther came out in 2009 to 2010, and like I said, it's a 12-issue run. It is definitely worth reading.
That's something I'll because I'm not heavy into comics, right? I'm more MCU, but I did read like the first 2 editions of Ironheart. And I remember it took me back to when I was younger, and I used to read Archie comics back when I was little, and it gave me that feeling, so I'm glad you recommended that, because I'm definitely, next time I go to a comic book store, I'm gonna start. And it gives me something to collect too. You said it's only 12 issues?
Yeah, it's only 12 issues, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get into that for sure.
And if you're really not a comic book person and you don't want to get into a lot of issues, just go ahead and grab a couple of graphic novels.
Yeah,
and,
I've seen some of those too.
Yeah, go that route,
because they have them.
Yeah, the short runs, the short. I would say for anybody that's like, I don't know where to start with comics, the short runs are like the easiest thing to get into. Like I said, you don't want a comic that's been developing for the past 2 to 3 years and it's just impossible to catch up and try to read through that. And of course, you want to try to value your time and trying to get to other characters and other arcs and other stuff like that within whatever, whether it's DC or Marvel, whatever the case may be. So, but like I said, Dark Reign is a good comic. It's like I said, read it, and I really would like to know some of you to kind of see if it's could be something that could potentially be from a movie perspective. Like, I won't say if Black Panther dies or not in this comic or whatever the case may be. I'll put it this way. Another thing I want to add is whether I didn't put in my notes. T'Challa is fighting so hard, bro, that he gets into limbo and he meets the Grim Reaper. This boy fights the Grim Reaper. And the Grim Reaper told him, said, "You will not win. He has an infinite army." And T'Challa is just going through all of them. So check it out.
His track record is pretty proven.
I mean, yeah.
Well, undefeated.
Like when you said Like for me, like if somebody like wanted to get into like a comic, like just speaking of getting into comics, like if you just woke up one day and you just said, "Oh, I want to get into Spawn," you're in for a lot of trouble. Because if you haven't been keeping up with Spawn since like 1990, you gonna miss a whole lot. My suggestion would be go find the HBO show that used to come on, watch them, and
I would say I would say even too, man, like check out the app, like go through, like I would say even try the trial of the Marvel app or Comixology or anything like that, because it'll actually give you the breakdown of different runs and the arcs, and it'll tell you how long they are, and that way you can kind of know what you're getting yourself into before you start to read something that's probably 200 issues long. So I would say do that.
Like Spider-Man, some people might go and pick up an Amazing Spider-Man, and then not knowing that you got the Amazing Spider-Man run, then you got the Spectacular Spider-Man run.
But then on top of that, it's a different artist and all that stuff, and different style. So that's one take from that particular. So yeah, it's a lot, dude.
Yeah, like
so basically, do your research first.
And you got like all these different routes you can take when it comes to getting into comics.
I want to also too, going forward with this, like I said, I'm getting more and more heavy into it. I read comics here and there growing up, but I'm really getting more into it. So I'm gonna start like doing a thing where I'll start recommending certain comics and stuff for people to read that are not for people who want to get into it. I'm gonna start doing that. I'll have some.
And I'll start doing that with manga because I read manga all the time. So
yeah. All right, let's see. Silk, this is going to be real quick, and then we're going to get into the main topic. Silk live action series is coming to Marvel. So here's a question about this. This is kind of maybe like, huh? It says coming to Marvel. Does Sony own all aspects of Spider-Man? Or does Marvel... No, I wonder because they didn't say Sony. They said from Marvel. And Silk...
I think not association.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, did they? Because you know how that goes. You know how that goes. Because they could have easily been like, yeah, you got this Spider-Man stuff, but Silk, we still have Silk, which is a Spider-Man powers person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, did they keep that one in the back pocket? And they were just like, you know what, we want to do some Spider-Man type stuff, and we got Silk still under our ownership. Let's do a show.
Or maybe Sony, when they were purchasing Spider-Man, the rights to Spider-Man, just purchased the rights to what they thought the most popular characters
were. Yeah, that's true. And maybe they got that. Maybe they did get to keep Silk. I'm wondering. I can't wait to see. And hopefully something that comes to Disney Plus. I think it'll be pretty good. All right, main topic of the night, man. The PS5. They've been doing a showcase on this Wednesday on September 16th. I love PlayStation, but when I hear the word showcase, I kind of like just exhale deeply because I just feel like I'm just gonna get a trailer of just nothing but video games. That
I swear,
they bet not, bro.
Like the last
showcase that happened last month.
Yeah, like it was just like we just got the different PlayStation logos and we got just like a bunch of game trailers, like. And then it was like a few times. I mean, about a month before that, they just broke down the system and talked about the GPU and all that type of stuff.
They've literally had one successful showing, which is us showing us a system. The other ones we just didn't want.
Like, and this showcase is pretty well. This showcase should be 45 seconds long, and I'm gonna tell you why it should be. You should get out there. The PlayStation 5 is going to be blah 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 for the disc version, and it's gonna be blah blah blah.
I need to know core features, like something that's like on the side of like how Xbox has smart delivery. What's some exclusive stuff that the PlayStation can do that's more in feature things, less tech talk. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
Can you still change your voice?
Because I understand that talk, but it's like I'm thinking more for the other people when it comes to that stuff. Like we need to hear that. We need to hear price, and we need to release date, of course.
So I feel like, so why did they just so abruptly do this, right? They didn't do it on the 25th anniversary, which would have made sense. It's like, oh,
Perfect
Xbox,
timing.
we got Xbox prices. Let's go ahead and bust out with ours now. I feel like it's something.
Well, we had been saying that they was just waiting on Xbox to drop their stuff first. It was a waiting game, and we too close to the holidays. Like both companies
We are literally, if you count the Xbox release date being the start of next gen, bro, we are 8 weeks away, 2 months away from next gen. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and like, let's just be honest, man. Like, all the thing we had to do, like back in the day, the system used to drop in Japan first, and you could just easily convert how much money it was in yen over to US dollars and know how much the system was gonna be. It ain't even. It's dropping worldwide at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be limited consoles, which be like, don't even think because you're going on Black Friday that you're gonna get a deal.
Bro, trust me. If for those who work in
And
retail,
then it's a lot of
don't hurt yourself.
There's a lot of cloudiness around like peripherals too, like Astro and these guys, right? They don't know if their existing headphones are gonna be
actually I can confirm that for you. Astro did put out a tweet about 2 weeks ago, and they did confirm pretty much all their headphones will be functional via the ones that require like the mixer and stuff like that. It'll be pretty much via firmware update. So they did confirm like everything, because I had a homeboy that was wondering the same thing, and I saw the tweet from Astro, and they put out like a long list of all the different models, and it's confirmed that it works. They'll be working.
Top 200 on some Astros. You want them bad boys to work, you know?
Oh yeah.
But okay, well then that's good. But yeah, I mean this is a little overdue. They need to go ahead. You know, they didn't say they were going to confirm the prices,
right?
But come on, what else would you be confirmed? We already know what's coming out. We know the
Xbox and Sony should have. I mean, Microsoft and Sony should have dropped prices back in August, at least like between June and August. That's when they should have dropped prices.
You got that right. Yeah, that's
like
right.
What do y'all predict?
Like if Xbox $499, what the
$499 for the Series X and $299 for the S.
It's gonna be the same thing because if their prices are their price, then we probably like we gonna have to make our price that price also.
Dropped off, yeah.
Because that's the only way they're gonna be able to compete. Because if you got Xbox dropping with a lower price margin, of course Xbox gonna outsell because the price is cheaper and you getting a new system.
Right.
I think that like we talked in the chat, I think it's gonna be $499 disc version, and they probably gonna knock 100 off for the non-disc version.
I think they're gonna knock 100 off
that Blu-ray.
I think they'll knock 100 off. I think they're gonna knock 100 off the disc version just to undercut them on the more powerful console. And I think the digital version is gonna be, because $299 is really the sweet spot for an all digital anything at this point, because they gotta have room to drop the price said holiday 2 years, 3 years down the road to make it that $199 holiday buy type thing, you know.
And then
so you think the digital version is gonna be how much?
I think they're gonna be the same price. I think it'll be the same price. I don't think they're gonna be any different.
But see that they like you said, they may just, matter of fact, they may just go ahead. They will probably want to do $100. They may do $50. And if the Series 6 is $499, they may say,
give me $449.
$449, yeah, just to undercut Xbox, like you said. I don't see them doing $399.
And here's why I said, and we discussed it in the group chat, right? That it's the Blu-ray player. I'm taking into account hardware. You know what I mean? If they're literally taking away or not including hardware, they need to drop that price, because I'm not paying for a Blu-ray player, so I don't want to pay the price attached to that.
Right.
That be all right, brother?
I kind of think. Well, I'm just thinking more on the hindsight of that. These are the makers of the Blu-ray drive itself, and I kind of think that one, they make Blu-ray players. They're literally almost the only Blu-ray disc manufacturer on left Oppo's out of the game, or Oppo, whatever you want to say. Samsung stopped making them last year. Panasonic and them are like literally the only ones that make an LG, which nobody really buys those. And so I feel like they're the only ones left. So I'm pretty sure they have a good stockpile of Blu-ray drive that they can probably just, okay, we're gonna eat these for a couple of years or whatever, or they've probably been eating them as it is, and we're just gonna throw them into the PS5.
And another reason why I say that is because the Xbox One X, current gen, was $499, and it had a 4K Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
A PS4 Pro $399 did not have a Blu-ray player. So I'm feeling like they need to be fair, or they would be fair to the consumer and not charge them what they're not paying for.
I think it does play Blu-ray though, because
it doesn't play 4K Blu-ray.
Yeah, the Pro didn't play.
It does play Blu-ray.
Doesn't play any 4K Blu-ray, but I feel like with the Pro they were kind of going more of the digital route a little bit with the PS4 Pro, and they were kind of playing devil's advocate to try to snub the Xbox One X that was about to come out at the time, right after they announced the Pro.
They rushed the Pro. They rushed the Pro out.
They did. The cooling system was trash.
I really think that. Well, I feel like the Pro and the One X were the original things we were supposed to get. But I think I think they had an underpowered system sitting in the wing. Okay, we're gonna drop this because it's cheaper. Yeah, because nobody wanted to pay $600 and $500 or whatever
they like that less in front of the 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't feel like I don't feel PlayStation's gonna go in the $600 range. That's a scary place to be. And Microsoft saw the backlash from it. They not gonna do it. That's why when people are saying like, oh, the series is gonna be $600, no, they're not. Because how many people actually bought One X's at $600 versus people who bought it after it went down?
Let me ask y'all, as PlayStation fans, let's say it does come out Wednesday, $599, PlayStation 5. What's y'all next move?
It's gonna be a hard sell. That's they're gonna be.
But y'all personally, are y'all gonna get it?
I'm just gonna be playing the 4. I'm gonna be playing my 4 till it drops in price.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
That's
a hard sell in the pandemic right now.
Yeah, and that's why I'm literally surprised, y'all, that they even releasing it. Like they even releasing it now. I'm just being honest. Like I'm surprised that around April. Matter of fact, I'm surprised that in July that Microsoft and Sony just didn't come out and say, yeah, we're gonna push this back till holiday 2021.
Yeah.
If we can get Mushkin and Pelosi in here to come to some type of agreement, we'd be all right?
Oh my God. Okay.
So here's my thing. This is from a standpoint, because I had a lot of people ask me what I buy, and I had said that my thing was, depending on what it is, even at the price, if it's at $599 or whatnot, if anything, and I'm probably speaking off of experience with the gaming console, if I were to buy it, because I'm pretty sure it may be a brand new model of it coming out later on down the line, but to buy it now, if anything, if you buy it, you're buying it just to add to a collection at least. If you're that type of person to collect and all that,
right,
you'll probably have it just for that type of purpose only. It may sound crazy, but you do have people out there that will actually buy the first minute thing just to say
they got it. I was the first one to have it.
Yeah, but, exactly.
I mean, it's always been like that. Hell, even when we were kids, like if you was the first one on the block to have a PlayStation, you was the man.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, as far as like what I'm looking at is just like they're gonna find a way to get to that 600 mark, because they may even come out with a bundle pack where you can get, and PlayStation is really trying to get into that. It's really trying to get their VR game up. So they may come out with a bundle pack that includes the VR system too. We never know how they're gonna do it, because that's like if you throw a bundle pack, people gonna really think they getting the deal then.
True that.
They're just
that's gonna be my intro on the VR, the PlayStation. I'm not gonna do anything on PC. One is too expensive and whatever.
Lord. Yeah. But like real talk, like when they come out with the bundles, when you get like 2 games, like you can still go buy a PlayStation 4 for $499, but it's bundled.
Right. Yeah. All right, man. I think this is gonna bring us to a wrap, man. Please let us know in the NerdFlow community, man. Let us know what you think about which console are you picking up, and what do you guys think the price is gonna be for the PS5 on Wednesday? Please make sure you guys check out our social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and make sure you guys go follow the YouTube channel and subscribe. And we will catch you guys on the next one, man.
I was trying to let Devin cook,
Go
man.
get your t-shirt, man.
Oh, I was trying to let him do the outro. I didn't want to laugh. He coming about that t-shirt.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Young looked up like, huh?
Making no better when he